Let's bring in my Sky News colleague, former Labor Minister Graham Richardson. Richo, things did pull back in Labor's direction late in Queensland in the campaign, but still when the pre-polls and all the numbers have come in, it has ended up being an emphatic win for David Crisafulli, Richo.
Yeah, a thumping victory for Crisafulli and a lesson to the Labor Party. Don't let the factions make decisions that are dumb, and putting in the incumbent Premier over Stephen Miles over Cameron Dick was crazy, and it's shown to be now.
You think Cameron Dick would have been a better chance to hold on to government?
Far better, far better. I think we'd have been in with a show, despite the length of time we've been in, had Cameron Dick been leading. But, you know, a factional decision was made to put the left's candidate in, and the left's candidate on this occasion just didn't have what it takes.
Yeah, well, their argument is, though, and these are live pictures coming into the newsroom that our viewers can see now, David Crisafulli, his wife, and Jared Blay, the deputy there as well, with his wife arriving for the swearing in, to be formalised now to take on that role. But I'm really interested in what you're saying here, because there is an argument within Labor that Miles was able to do the best in saving the furniture that could have been done. You're saying that's just spin?
Hey, that's just, you'd have to say that if you're a Miles supporter, but it's not correct. The reality is Cameron Dick would have had a much better result. Now, the left can't admit that, so they'll spin it whenever way they can. But I think anybody with an open mind who looks at it knows that Cameron Dick would have performed much better.
Do you believe that it gives any hope at all for Labor federally, the numbers that you've seen, whether it be the Greens seats around Brisbane or far north Queensland? There's some within Labor suggesting there are some green shoots in a state that is heavily favoured towards the coalition, and the leader, Peter Dutton, a Queenslander himself.
I don't ever take too much notice of comparisons between state and federal elections. I think people make up their minds separately. You know, you've got your cohorts, maybe 30-odd% of them are going to vote Labor, and 30% of them are going to vote for the coalition. That's a given. But I think for the other 40%, well, they're up for grabs. You've got to try and win them. And I think Cameron Dick would have had a much better chance of winning some more than Stephen Miles.
Donald Trump's held this rally at Madison Square Garden, many thousands in attendance. It looked like it was popularly attended by the MAGA brigade and the Trump base. Are you of the view, Peter McGorran was on the program earlier basically saying Trump's won it. What's your sense of things when you look at the polling, the momentum, the images out of the United States?
I think she's in the lead, but the momentum was with him. That's how I'd put it at the moment. So I think she's still well in it, and so I don't write her off at all. I think she's in with a big show, but she's not doing as well as she was a month ago.
And when you say that, it's sort of, I guess the reminder that needs to be given is that it's all voluntary voting. It's, if you don't want to get off your couch that day, you don't have to, you're not going to get a fine. People need to be motivated to get up and go to the ballot box.
Yeah, they do. And I think, that's something that Trump's been very, very good at. That's motivating his base. I think he's proven to us time and time again that he knows how to do that well and truly. So it's going to be a very interesting contest. And it just depends how well Kamala can get the base out. Now, I'm hopeful she can get them out because, she's been in the lead for so long, it'd be a tragedy from my point of view to see her beaten. But, the old Trump, you can't write him off. He's done very well again.
You cannot write him off. No way in the world. Richo, great to see you. Thanks again for everything on Saturday night as well during the election.
Pleasure, mate. We'll look forward to the next one.